Okay guys, here's what we got going on for today. I should be getting a enermax 700 watt power supply today. That computer there, the cube, has a little 600 watt no name 80 plus bronze power supply, and I'm going to end up yanking it out to put back down in this iBuyPower tower I'm going to sell my buddy with my first gen Ryzen 1700X and my first gen motherboard that's in that. So I've got a brand new B450 second gen motherboard. I'm going to end up swapping them out and then putting these new case fans in and pretty much swapping out the power supplies there too. But go ahead and get started. I'm going to get that booted down. Probably show a little bit of the process of me tearing that down. But pretty much I got to wait on the power supply, so I'm going to go ahead and gut it and just use my other rig for a little while. But go ahead and gut that one and watch the melt like a hawk and get that power supply, slap it in, get the new motherboard in, and then kind of rearrange my fans there. Just kind of waiting on that power supply, but I can go ahead and tear stuff down and be ready for it. Stay tuned, we'll show some more here. Okay, here's what we got going on. I stripped the motherboard out of the Thermaltake, that little cube case I got down there. Got the motherboard stripped out, and this is the new B450 and the B350. I just dropped the 1700X in that, and I've got the 2700X out of that one into this one now. And getting ready to mount the coolers. Yeah, getting ready to mount the two coolers. Get some paste on them here. I'm gonna, not too bad an angle, I'll pull it back just a hair. But I want this cooler on my motherboard. Pull the box over this way. I'm not sure what kind of paste I really want to use. I got Cooler Master High Performance. I don't know. I bought it at Micro Center, and then I've got some Master Gel, Cooler Master Gel that came with radiators and such that I bought, and then I do have some Arctic Silver 5. I'm not sure which is going to be the best. I'll probably just go with Cooler Master. See if I got any more of this Master Gel left in this one. I hate to open a new one, but double check here. Now I have little wipes. I got big old alcohol wipes, but give that a second here. We'll let it all dry up a little bit there. Make sure there ain't no little hairs on anything, little fibers or anything of that nature. I'm just wiping the other processor off real quick. Flip the other cooler upside down and give it a wipe or two. I already pre-cleaned it a while back. Let's see. Stick it down there for now. Just in case. Alright. Which one was I using? This one. Now I tend to do a pea size in the middle, and then I tend to at least dot the edges a little bit there. Ooh, this one here's about out. It's not that thick, I don't think. Well, I ain't getting much out of her. Like, make sure it spreads out to the corners a little bit, I guess. I don't know. People gonna watch this, be like, "Oh my God, look at all that paste." I just finishing the rest of the tube. I think we'll be all right. Like I say, the BB in the center there, it's not sticking up an inch. See how that covers. Oh well, we gotta get another one out for the other processor too. Okay, we got these little retention clips that has to fold over a couple little arms here. Okay, there went that. There we go. Now, where's my CPU header? I gotta flip it around just a little bit. That's it. Alright. That's on there. And then this will just kind of, I'll probably tuck it in behind my video card here, and the video card being, well, it's going to be vertical mounted anyhow, so it'll help hide the wire running through here, and I'll just plug it into one of these USB ports. Okay, let's get the cooler on the other motherboard and everything. That's some paste. I'd rather have it covered. I don't want a bare processor sticking out of the motherboard. I get this one, my new build, power supply and my new parts that I ordered, the fans, this new motherboard to the left of me. If I get all that stuff in, it ain't going. If I can build this cube computer, then I should be all right to start right in on making the first gen computer. So that's kind of my main goal, is get this and get mine put back together and rock and rolling, doing good. Doing good, and then be able to slap together this first gen one. Come on, go. Well, we ain't getting enough clearance here. Okay. I need to weave that over to, yeah, CPU. Okay, that's on there. If I'm just out of slack or what. There it went. Got to flip that over on the other one. Alright. See how I can run this wire kind of through these little radiator loops. How did I run it there? Went behind? Oh boy, yeah. There it went. Around. Oh, don't show them nasty wires. Got a collar coat showing there. There's a little piece of tape on that or something, maybe. I don't know. Keep it tucked back against that corner there. Keep it all tucked. Sitting there wearing a hat. Probably right in your guys' way. Alright, we got 24, 16. Okay, so trying to figure out what order what order to put this RAM in. Let's see. Let's do slot 1 and 2 for the DRZ. Because they match. Okay. 1 and 3, the matching pair. They're all 8 gig sticks, and I did have them working before. There's no, I don't think there's any difference in the megahertz or anything. They're just, it's got 3 different little letters on it. I had ordered the sticks a couple years ago whenever I was upgrading this, and kind of what I had bought. Okay, we're in. Alright, those are in. And let's put mine up here. And let's get, those were 8 gig sticks. These are G-Skill Ripjaws V, Ripjaw 5. They are 16 gig 3200 megahertz. That first gen motherboard, for some reason I had to downclock the RAM a little bit. I couldn't run it at 3200 megahertz. I had to, like I say, downclock it. I had to run it at 2933. Alright, there's the motherboards. They're pretty well stacked up and ready. Waiting on that power supply, and then I can put this in the cube underneath the table here. So keep tuned in, guys. In no time we'll be back. Alright, here's what we got going on. At least got the motherboard in. I did all that stuff earlier. Got the CPU, RAM, and cooler on the processor there. But went ahead and got the motherboard all wired up. Got a couple little twist tie type deal. And, just some stuff tied up a little bit with some twist ties, and then got hard drives in there wired up. Got an SSD over there wired up, and it kind of comes and runs over the runs down the side and under the bottom here with the SATA cable. So it just ain't gonna have a bunch of wires hanging out. I'm gonna tie all these fan cables. I'm gonna get them all good and nice and tight. Try to daisy chain them all. That way I've got some room down in there, and it don't look like a big gob of wires. Which I will have the power supply over in the corner whenever I do get it. I'll have the power supply over in that side, and it kind of feeds out and plugs into hard drives, and then I got to run up to the video card too. I still got to put the video card in, but I'm going to wait till I get the motherboard wired up, and then I'll pop that in last. But pretty much I'm just waiting on the power supply. Put that in, put the bottom on, and then start running whatever cables I need. I got a semi-modular. The other one I had wasn't modular, and I had like 2 extra cables hanging out down there in the basement, and just looked like a lot more wires. So, and then all these new fans, I should be able to daisy chain them all together. So I'm not sure about what to do as far as the ventilation on this. I got 2 running as intake. They're taking air in. That back there, it's exhausting. That one there I got set to exhaust, and this one here I got set to draw air in. But on that panel, the glass, it's glass on all the sides, but this side is flush against the metal. Well, the top here, it has a gap in between the glass, so I'm probably going to do the same thing. Draw air in with a fan here, right across here, put one more fan drawing air in, and then one fan here sucking air out. So I kind of got 3 here sucking out, just around this corner here, kind of in this area. 3 fans sucking air out, and then them 2 and these 2 drawing air and trying to suck air in. We'll see what that kind of gets. I may end up, I don't know, reversing that fan and then leaving that one on top right here to exhaust. Kind of hard to tell, but just want to get it all wired up and see if my SSD might boot into Windows. I don't know. I may have to redo Windows 10, but I'm going to get it all booted up and get my RGB little controller in there too, and see what she looks like. So, alright, waiting on FedEx. So he gets here. You'll see what she looks like here shortly. Alright, this is where we're at, fellers. We've got a brand new enermax 700 watt power supply. I just wired up. Still wiring up. It came with a fan controller to run fans, but I've got all these vetroo fans that just, the way they wire up, I'd have to use a bunch of splitters in there, and I'm not really wanting to do that, so, kind of not really wanting to do a bunch of splitters inside the computer. I've got enough of a ball of wires, but, fix it here. That's what she looks like so far. We've got the fans in the front, fans on top, fans on the side, one in the back, and then I've got my 2060 in there, rtx2060. It just glows across there, and that's it, really. But I do have a neon light strip up in here already glued, and what I do want to do is here sometime I've got a piece of plexiglass, and I've kind of got it marked on both ends here, but drop that bad boy down inside the seam there and make it even with the shelf that goes along here. That'll help hide the wires right there along the glass. Plus I was thinking of painting this black, and kind of right here where I might have a little bit of space, thinking about printing out some kind of stencil that says maybe Ryzen on it, and leaving it to where that is clear through there, and then any lights I have on the back side, it'll kind of show through and show Ryzen, and paint this piece of plexiglass black. That way it kind of hides these wires a little bit too, and just leave that clear so Ryzen shines through. So yeah, that's something else I do want to do. Just a decent little mod. I'll have to look up a picture and make a stencil, you know, get the exact lettering. But I've got to wire up about 2 fans and then start putting panels back on. I am pretty well finished. There's that Revo Bronze 700 watt power supply, semi-modular. I pretty well did use all the cables, but I've got them balled up. That's going to look a lot better here shortly. Not much I could do at the moment, but yeah, we'll get it fixed. Not the biggest deal. At least it's all in there. But yeah, we'll finish up this video here, get it all wired up and fired up, and see what she looks like. Okay, here's what we got. I got a piece of plexiglass. It was a little bit not quite wide enough, and I put a little bead of glue down the sides. I put some glue down the sides here, and I've got medical tape for the lettering. So pretty much what I did was I've got this 3M medical tape. It's pretty sticky. I always tape my arm up whenever I was getting in the shower and stuff. Always tape my arm up. And then I used a nice X-Acto knife, good sharp blade, and I kind of made a stencil where I wanted it, so it will show up kind of right in here inside the case. I'm getting ready to take it outside, go paint it black, and then peel the stickers off of it, and then that should glow. And where I've got some lighting on the inside of the computer there, or, well, I don't know, where it does give off light, you should be able to see a little reflection there. I may end up putting two more 120s on the inside just for more air, more light, whatever. Just make it look cooler, I guess. But that may make it light up a little more if I've got LEDs a little closer to the inside. It may give off more glow on that little Ryzen symbol. It ain't got much of a bend or anything. By the time I put the side panel back on, it pushes these wires in halfway decent. Looks pretty good, especially at a flat angle, you know, kind of looking at it from the side. It looks real good. But I can't wait to see it black and painted, and then peel my stickers off. I did stickers on this side, and then on the back side is they're stickered also, but backwards. So I got to peel them off both sides, but you'll be able to see completely through it. It may have a little bit of a 3D effect. I just hope the lettering, you know, looks good enough. I mean, it's got a good, I mean, it looks like the Ryzen lettering to me, so, but I can always take it out if I want to. But yeah, pretty much that's the computer, the Asus B450 motherboard I just upgraded, enermax 700 watt power supply I put in there, and then all these new vetroo fans, vetroo, vetroo. They're pretty fans. I stuck a dark flash controller in there. I just kind of reach in, hit the button, change colors. But I like that. I like that rainbow cycle there. It's real pretty. So yeah, leave it like that. Getting games back on it, and other than that and there's rocking and rolling. Been watching some TV there, but get my computer back over there, and then we will have the white computer here with a Ryzen 7 1700X, all that motherboard and stuff, and then power supplies under the table. Got some wires lying around here and there. I've been ratting through hard drives and stuff, but yeah, if anything, keep tuned in here. We'll pretty well finish up this computer, and then I've also got going to make a video about my stepdaughter's old computer. I just gave her other one for her birthday. She was excited and tickled and jamming away on it. So I've got this old Xeon quad core, put a HD 6970 in, a 2 gig DDR5 video card, and should do okay on some games. I still got to do some testing and stuff, but I'll flop it up, put it on for sale with Facebook or something. Maybe tell some friends. Might have a buddy who might want a computer fairly cheap. And then that white one, I'm hoping to get that one ready for my buddy, but everything goes good, get them out of here. It's only so many rigs I need. This one here I really enjoy and love. It's the 2700X with a 2060, and then that one there is the 3800X with the 2060 Super. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on how this turns out and how it looks. But I wanted to do a quick little video on this and explain a little bit where I'm at, what I'm getting caught up. But yep, let's go paint and take a look at it. Alright, real quick, show you what we got. I switched the controller over that controls the lights. I had a little 3-pin Samsa, or I don't know what the brand was, but that little adapter, one little button on it, and plugs into SATA, it just quit. And then I used a Cooler Master controller and wired it up, and the lights was okay, but I found a dark flash controller from them X fans that I have, and I got it wired up down in there. But yeah, it's got a lot more options. The lighting's a little more prettier, so I just kind of stuck it on that rainbow and left it. But I do want to show you, there's my Ryzen in there, the logo I made. Looks pretty good. Little bit of a bow in the middle, but not bad. I mean, looks good, fellers. I love it. But yes, them's the vetroo fans, and a little mod on the plexiglass down there in the bottom. But hope you guys enjoy. Watch for the next video, because I got a 1700X build coming.